Whilst I was researching to make this video, it was pointed out to me that being poor is not a choice. And many people find themselves in difficult situations by no fault of their own. This is a factor I fully understand. I am not making this video to shame people for being poor, but rather I want people to have a different perspective on things they can do to improve themselves and start generating wealth. Money is not the only thing that makes you happy. However, I do believe this is the first step to solving many problems poor people face. So I hope you watch this video with an open mind. Before we begin, I would really appreciate it if you took the time to subscribe to our channel. If you do, you get concrete tips and advice on how to improve every aspect of your life. With that said, my name is Alex and welcome to the channel. The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. Socrates. To be able to grow and be successful, it is important to know you lack knowledge. And while some of these things might be difficult to hear, if you start doing these things, then you'll be taking the right steps towards achieving your goals. So watch the entire video not to miss out on any important information. The rich have figured out that your earning potential becomes unlimited if you stop earning money by the time you spend doing something, but rather earn by the results of what you're doing. A good example of this are teachers. We can all agree that teachers play an important role in society, but most teachers don't earn enough to live well. A major reason is that a mediocre teacher will get paid the same salary as a good teacher, as long as they spend the same number of hours in the classroom. Compare that to an independent contractor who is paid according to the number of contracts they can get. When you compare the two, you clearly see the difference. If you want to earn more, find a way that gets you paid for the results you produce rather than the time you spend. The rich read a lot of books. Billionaires like Bill Gates cite reading as one of the secrets towards their success. However, this is where many people get confused. You don't just read any book, but you read books that help you grow as an individual. We're talking about books about self-improvement, books about leadership, books about success. The list goes on. The rich do this because they realized that reading gives them a different perspective, which makes them wiser. And if they are wiser, they make better decisions. And if they make better decisions, they generate more wealth. I feel it's unfair to label the poor as people who take less risks than the rich. We all take risks. The difference comes in the types of risks we take. The poor have more to lose. So when a risk needs to be taken, they are more likely to be paralyzed by the fear of failure. They can't calculate a way to reduce the risk to the point where they are comfortable taking that risk. In contrast, the rich understand how to minimize their risk. Even if the worst thing happens to them, they will not lose their ability to look after themselves. And because of this sense of security, they make more risks than the poor do. So, to not be held back, the poor should seek help, read books, network with people. Because the harsh reality is, if you don't take that risk, your life will never improve. So do everything in your power to minimize that risk and go for it. The rich understand that your attitude and habits around money determine whether you'll be successful or not. That is why they commit themselves to learning the best financial practices. The wiser you are with your money, the more likely you're going to make more of it. On the other hand, the poor feel that the world is against them. They don't take accountability for their purchases, which leads them to being more poor. Every bad decision can be swept under the rug of unfairness. And because of this, they never commit themselves to learning good financial practices. To avoid this fate, take the time to educate yourself. Your future self will thank you. Your journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. A very fitting Chinese saying. To be successful, you have to take action. And this is a mindset the rich embrace. They understand that there will be challenges and difficulties in life. They might not even get the results they want, but they don't let that drag them down. They take it as a learning experience and move on. However, not taking action leads to your ruin, as you will never achieve your goals by just thinking about them. The poor will not take action because they are waiting for the conditions to be just right before they do anything. With this kind of mindset, the perfect opportunity will never arrive, and you'll spend the rest of your life just waiting. So, take action and see what happens. The results just might surprise you. When you want advice on how to make a lot of money, a lot of the time, one of the options you are given is investing. This is because your money is doing all the work on your behalf, which is basically the ultimate goal of generating wealth. Having your money make more money for you, instead of you using your time to make money. With that in mind, you can understand why investing is such a good decision. And you bet the rich are all over investing. And while the poor do invest, it seems that the rich understand where to invest, which turns their act of investing from hoping for the best to actually generating income. The rich take their time and study the market to understand where to invest and where the best returns come from, while the poor just follow the crowd. They were told it was a good investment, so they invest and hope for the best, and that lies the difference. The rich don't depend on a single income stream to survive. It is said that millionaires have 7 income streams. That's a lot, and it's easy to understand why they are rich. In comparison, the poor only depend on their salary to survive. This is scary because if something happens to their job, that revenue stream will disappear, which leaves them in big trouble, while the rich with several income streams will not panic if one of them dries up. So don't relax. Work on developing several other income streams. Your future depends on it. The rich understand the value of networking with other rich people. It opens up even more opportunities for them to make even more money and continue building their wealth. Rome was not built in a day or by one man. The rich understand that for them to be successful, they need the necessary infrastructure and systems in place. And the only way of getting that is through networking with people who have what they need. The poor don't seem to understand this. They only see corruption when people network. For example, let's say you're good at washing cars. You're so good, in fact, that you have developed shampoos that give cars the best shine anyone has ever seen. If you understand the power of networking, you could connect with car dealerships to give their cars that beautiful shine, which in turn helps them sell more cars. A mutually beneficial relationship. However, if you don't like networking, you'll be stuck as a small business, as no one will know you exist. Don't sleep on opportunities. Network and improve yourself. The rich know Just because you're making money with a particular skill right now doesn't mean your skill will continue generating money in the future. This is why they are always trying new things and always trying to improve themselves. If you are too comfortable in your current financial position, then you risk being left behind in your industry. The people who innovate are usually the industry leaders. And the only way to continuously innovate is to never stop learning. Don't rest on your morals. The poor get their qualifications and stop. They never pick up another book again. This is because they believe that they already know everything that needs to be known about a certain skill. And they get shocked and annoyed when someone else who didn't stop learning is promoted in front of them. Don't be left behind. Invest in yourself and never stop learning. With that said, I am grateful that you made it through this far into the video, and I would really appreciate it if you left a like on this video. It would really help us out with our growth. And whilst you're down there, consider subscribing to our channel for more content like this. Also, leave a comment if you agree with what we are saying. We really value your feedback. The rich are not wealthy because they do things perfectly. In fact, they fail far more than the poor do. The difference is in that they take responsibility for their failures. They learn from the mistakes they've made, and when they try again, they're in a better position to make their venture successful, as they now know what not to do. They are not crushed by their failures. Rather, they take it as an opportunity to learn and grow as an individual. After all, you only truly failed when you have given up and don't learn from your mistakes. So if there's anything I would like you to learn from this video, is that you must embrace failure and take it as an opportunity to take responsibility for your life. Learn from your mistakes and do better. And that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope this video helps you in your pursuits, and like always, I hope you have a wonderful day.